Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It is time for Noah's room makeover part 2. Finally, I know it's been a long time coming video, but you know what? It took me a long time to actually decide for sure what I wanted to do here. Everything is pretty much the same from the first episode. The only thing that changed was that I finally got a new bed for Noah.
Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot to do here. So I first gotta clean up the mess and then take some things down. The best thing to do when you're redecorated or just rearranging things, take everything down and out, and it'll allow you to think clear and come up with something that works best for you. So I am going to take basically everything out except the bed. The bed has to stay there and it's gonna stay there. It's really heavy for me to move around anyways. Typically the rule when it comes to bedrooms is that you shouldn't open your door out to the bed next to your door. So for example, this is my door. The bed should be on the wall over here or in the wall this way. Right here's the window. I don't want to cover windows. An important rule is to not cover your windows if possible. Sometimes you have to, no matter what. Have it actually in my room. Not that I like it, but it's just the way that it is. It's harder when it comes to smaller spaces because you don't really have very much room to work with. The ladder is here from us working in the attic. When I say us, I mean my husband. So let's clean up this mess. Oh my gosh.
So this was one of my inspo picks for Noah's room makeover in part 1, if you guys remember. And I did love everything about it. I love the safari theme, of course, the neutrals, the greens, the wood tones. I really wanted the house frame, of course, but I realized that he's getting older and it's just not for him anymore. I really wanted something in between, you know, like a toddler, but still a kid that wasn't too baby-ish. And this picture really inspired me because it looked a little bit more mature. And of course, it was within the same color scheme between neutrals, as in wood tones, and creams, whites, and which is what I really, really wanted. I also really appreciated the iron frame bed. That was something that I was really into and was actually something that I had really made up my mind on, that I really wanted an iron frame bed. Although I really love everything about the inspo pics, of course I couldn't do everything exactly the way that the pictures were. I had to work with what I had and just add a few touches to make a little bit of a difference. The thing that I knew for sure was that I wanted to incorporate the moss green somehow in this room. I originally was going to do a green comforter or quilt, but when I saw that Target was having a sale on their Hearth and Hand collection, I just went with this quilt right here. And I'm actually happy that I went this route anyways because it looks better in my opinion. It just worked out for the best. Something that I highly recommend when you're rearranging a space is to separate things into different piles. So for example, here I actually started putting all of Noah's toys away, and then a separate pile for toys that were actually really like just broken that needed to be thrown in the trash, and a third, I'm sorry, for things that I need to get rid of or donate. And it just makes it easier for me to just have everything in control.
Okay, so the making of the bed is my favorite part. I definitely love everything about it. I don't know why, it just makes me feel so good when I see or when I have, personally, a well-made bed. But anyways, I just wanted to quickly come on here and tell you guys about my favorite sheet set. Okay, I know that I recommended microfiber sheets back in like maybe, I don't know, like 2 years ago or a year ago, because they were really affordable, and they are affordable, and I was okay with them at first, but I grew not to like them because at least I didn't like the ones that I had purchased. They were good while it lasted. They were definitely not made to last forever. And something that I hated was that they did shrink when I put them in the dryer. After doing so much research and trying to read reviews and trying to find the right sheets that were not too expensive, like I don't want to pay $100 for sheets. I wanted something that was good quality and had good reviews and just felt really fancy and good. So I came across these from Walmart. They're called Hotel Style. And let me tell you guys that they are so worth the price. I think for a king is $45, which is still not bad because you guys, the quality does feel like luxurious, like hotel sheets. And I don't know about you guys, but I personally love that, and I'm so happy that I tried them out. And so now Noah has his own. These are the sheets that I'm talking to you about. I will link them down below. This is a 6-piece. It came with 2 extra pillowcases, a flat sheet, and a fitted sheet. And you guys, these are especially great if you have like a really high profile mattress. Right now we have a regular, which is probably, I think, like 10 inches, I think, 10 inches mattress, and then we have a foam topper. Here I am struggling with the throw blanket. A throw blanket is meant to look thrown and effortless, but the perfectionist in me, you guys, always comes out, and I cannot do it. I always can't help but try to make it look perfect. Here I am trying to figure out what I want to do with this corner. So I did have, of course, the reading corner here, and I'm going to keep it that way. I just got really tired of the shelf. I think that it was sticking out a little too much. Decided to remove the shelf because it was sticking out a little too much, and I wanted to add something different. And this is to show you guys that I don't have everything planned out and I know exactly what I want. It does take some time for me to decide, and sometimes I just have to like put things on the wall and place them, take a step back and look at them and try to see if I like it, and it just goes that way. That's just how my mind works always. Moving on to the bed details, this is what I ended up going with. It's actually kind of like a platform bed. Very simple, which I don't mind actually. It's just for a kid. I wanted something very low profile so that Noah would be able to climb it with minimal effort. Oh, is that where you're gonna have your crane?